Howdy.
Hey.
Whoa.
Hi there. Welcome back to Dirty Dom and the Trash Man.
I'm the Trash Man.
This is Dirty Dom. Just kidding. My girlfriend's in the background. Say hi loud.
How dare you?
Babe. Okay.
No more guests. It's official. One and done.
He's like, and that's all the time that we have. Thank you so much. So how you been doing?
What was that? What was his name? Garbage Man?
Yeah.
Garbage Dan? And Dirty Duck? I don't even remember the name.
Dirty Duck.
Darkwing Duck, I guess.
If you want, I can restart this because you're fumbling it. You're fumbling it.
Yeah, we can restart. I don't care. I don't remember what you said. Well, no, if it works, it works. Yeah, just keep it. Who cares?
Ugh. So how you been? You sound sick as shit.
I'm a little bit. It's just allergies. I'm not really sick.
Sure.
It's just one of those things where I can't really breathe through my nose, but it's not sick. But I finally got some sleep, so maybe it's working. I don't know.
Why are you not, Oh, yeah, I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, I've just been watching Game of Thrones, and I guess I got too caught up, and then I realized I couldn't breathe through my nose.
How fast have you caught up? Because didn't you just start last week?
No, I think I'm at probably a little over a week, maybe almost at 2 weeks. But I'm just started season 7.
Jesus Christ, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you'll be caught up by what is it, episode
2
5?
days. 2-3 days max. And I'm going to be one of those ones, I knew that was going to happen the whole time, even though I'm, the one that's caught up. And I having to wait 3 years, for shit to pop off.
Well, shit, not even.
And that's why I feel spoiled, because, I'm seeing this stuff unfold, and I was like, there's no way I would have been patient enough to wait for this answer.
Yeah.
So I was like, I feel really bad, but I was like, that's why I'm not trying to catch up.
Yeah.
I'm just going with it, and I'm just happen to kill it. But I was like, it's a really good. I'm glad I started watching it. I wish I would have started before, a few years ago, but it's whatever.
Have you done that to any other show?
What?
Watch it that fast?
To get caught up? No, but I was like, it was like Breaking Bad. I didn't watch it until after it had already ended, and then I watched it 3 times over now. So some of those shows, I guess I don't know if I'm spoiled or what, but I was like, I'll watch them now that they're all there. Breaking Bad has some bad episodes, where it's not bad, but I was to where you have to wait for answers, and I was like, there's no way I would have waited an entire season for that. I'm doing with Ozark right now, that I'm actually doing and waiting, but I don't know. But Game of Thrones is a nice wave to ride. I like it.
I need to watch something. I just keep watching cartoons. My girlfriend Victoria's been gone for the past weekend, and all I did was just watch.
Womp womp.
I just watched old episodes of SNL.
Do we own a blacklight?
I didn't even watch. Well, no,
We're gonna put a blacklight over his entire house.
I just watched.
She's gone for 48 hours.
I don't know. Maybe just randomly just pick a random episode, and it was Sofia Vergara and.
On what was this?
SNL.
SNL.
I watched Sofia Vergara.
That's not a cartoon.
I watched.
You said you were watching cartoons, bro.
Cartoons? Oh, I've been watching.
How's SNL cartoons?
Well, I'm saying that's the only other thing I've been watching besides cartoons.
Oh, that ain't cartoons. I wish SNL was cartoons though. That'd be cool.
Because I've been watching Bravest Warrior, which is
the fuck is that?
It's an adult version of
Dave the Barbarian.
Fuck that show. That show sucked. That show sucked big fucking ass.
Dave the Barbarian.
With the sassiest fucking sword. That was that was
round
the most
2?
racial shit ever. Did you say round 2?
I guess not. For the guest.
Oh. You're back for your second appearance? Just say hello.
Hello.
Wait, louder, like you're mad.
Hello.
Tell Andre to take out the trash again.
No.
You're good. You're set. You don't have to take it out.
I gotta do shit.
It worked. That's it. That's all the only reason we're doing this episode, so he doesn't have to take out the trash. We'll see y'all later.
I know it's raining. I don't want to get there. So what did Nickleback ever do anyway, dude? Why do you think people hate Nickleback so much?
They're Canadian.
That's the only reason you think people hate Nickleback?
No, I just feel like people pick on Canadians because if you notice, it's just a real easy thing to do. The people that don't play hockey, they're Canadian, they get made fun of. It's one or the other. You either play hockey, you're Helix, the band, or you listen to, or you're a Rush fanatic, or you get made fun of. Those are the levels.
Helix, what the fuck's Helix?
It's a rock band.
I know, but which song is that? Hemorrhage? Who sings
Hemorrhage? I don't remember Hemorrhage, but I'll show you some Helix. We'll play some Helix real quick.
Yeah, because I tried looking it up, like why people hate Nickleback, because you've just been saying that for the past 2 weeks. And Gaffier? What, Gaffier?
No, because I always see that pop up, but I was like, dude, like, yeah, I want to know why Nickleback hates everyone. Let's see.
Right to party. This is Beastie Boys. Redone.
No, but that's Helix, bro. That's Canadian.
Dude, yeah, and then
There's a lot of Canadian bands like April Wine, good band. I could talk about bands for hours.
so then I tried.
We're gonna get hella copyrighted.
I tried looking it up, and like the only one that really popped up was like this NPR article, and it just pretty much just says like, just because they were like popular in a dying fucking genre, and then it's like Nickelback gets compared to like Coldplay, and like people just hating on.
Well, that's the same thing with Coldplay,
and
bro.
Buff.
Yeah, it's like, I guess they wanted to take off. I mean, it's kind of funny to make Nickelback jokes, but I still jam them. It's weird. Like, I laugh at the jokes, but I'm jamming. I don't know what that makes me, but
Yeah, like I've been like putting all my music on Spotify. Like,
I do think it's fucked up, that video that kept popping up where they were like throwing shit at him. They threw like a rock at him. He's like, one more time, I'm done, and they fucking just did it right after that. I was like, bro, I would have left too, dude. Fuck y'all.
Here, I wonder if I can find that song. So yeah, I've been like consolidating all my music all to Spotify, and like I knew like way more Nickelback. I knew like almost an album's worth of songs by Nickelback.
Yeah, Nickelback was dope, bro.
But there was one
like when they first came out, dude. They hit a big move, bro. Nickelback was dope, bro.
Hit us with that photograph, boy.
No, that one, and then I was like, Rockstar was the jam when it came out. Like in MySpace, dude, that was hella plays.
Damn, I wonder if I can.
Like when you think of Rockstar, you got to think about MySpace is around when you think about it, like in that atmosphere.
Damn, I can't remember. There was one song, and I was like, "This is way too heavy to be a fucking Nickelback."
So who was in the dying like genre? Is that along with like Creed?
Yeah.
Like who was all in that one? Because Creed, I jam hard, bro. I still jam Creed. I get made fun of for jamming Creed, but no one really makes fun of Creed. But I get made fun of for listening to Creed.
Yeah, I think the only thing
it's not like Nickelback. Like, oh, you listen to Nickelback, oh.
Yeah, because it's like Creed and Stained and Daughtry. They just make fun of the voice. They don't make fun of the band.
Daughtry was dope too. I mean, I guess it shows you what kind of person I am.
A stepdad.
I guess. Because it was one of those things that I heard Daughtry, and then like I remember getting told like, oh, that dude was on American Idol. I was like, I had no fucking idea. I was like, oh, right on. Did he win? He's like, nah, the dude just booked it. He was like one of those ones that was like, so, like they thought was gonna win, but then he got out like early. But I was like, oh, see that's what you got to do, bro. Set up some projects.
Well, because he was a part of that, like not generation, but he was like one of the people who like started that shit, like not winning the competition, but becoming a bigger star.
Just to get known and just elevate your project.
Yeah, because it was like, I think.
Because isn't that what American Idol was supposed to do? Elevate you, but some of these people can just elevate themselves just by being heard.
Yeah.
Because that's ultimately what it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like with Kelly Clarkson, like that was her way of getting known, right? Do it.
And I want to say Kelly Rowland, not Kelly Rowland. Oh my God, what is her name?
Just being, but that's what I'm saying. I wonder if, like, let's say Kelly Clarkson and the old boy from the first season, if they waited a few other seasons, do you think that would have played out? Do you think she still would have been, like, let's say she didn't win, but a few years later?
I don't think she would have been as big as she actually was.
Do you think she would have still been mentioned on 40-Year-Old Virgin?
Yeah.
What was that dude's name? What was the dude's name in the first season? It was Kelly Clarkson and who?
It's not Sanjaya. It's
Sanjaya. What the fuck?
Sanjaya was another winner. Who was the other girl?
There's a dude.
Yeah, no fact.
He looked like a chick, I think. But
Stella.
Look up the name.
Yeah.
So
I was
replace Kelly Clarkson with that name on 40-Year-Old Virgin, and that's where we would have been at with the world. But then replace Steve Carell with Tom Cruise. So it would have been Tom Cruise with the hairy chest, and instead of Kelly Clarkson, he would have said the other name.
Well, he's getting his fucking hair waxed.
Yeah.
Dude, what is the... It was Jordan Sparks was the other person I was thinking of. And apparently Carrie Underwood.
No, who was in the first season with Kelly Clarkson?
I know, but I was trying to think of who the person I was... Justin Guarni? I don't know who the fuck that is. He's got like a Corbin Blue haircut to him, though.
I know, I remember that. So Justin Garnier. What is his name? Gallinari. What is it?
Guarini.
Play like a YouTube so we can hear it say.
Yeah, that's it. I got you.
That's gonna bother me.
Well, I'm doing that though. Who do you? Well, actually, I think I.
Let's go talk about Creed.
No.
I've always wanted to have a platform to talk about Creed.
Now that we're here.
I want to hear his name, not him sing. I can tell why he lost. Yeah, pause that. I would have X'd him too. I would have brought it over. I would have did a crossover with the Americas.
Oh, this video just kind of show all the runner-ups. I don't want to fucking see Stella.
Well, can you do it on Google where it says, did you mean, and you just do the voice thing?
No, I did, but all the videos and shit are like looking at the. Oh, here we go. Let's see. It's the winning moment.
Cause I remember like that year when it happened, American Idol was the shit. I've never really watched it.
Oh my god.
That's a no for me, dog. I love Randy Jackson. This is awful. This is. No, because if you go back and think about it, like, do you think he looks back at the tape? Like, we voted for the best person that has ever swept the nation, and it's not him.
Oh, look, wait, did he say a name? Hold up. Yeah. Kelly Clarkson.
So, yeah, they just don't say his name. He's the Voldemort.
Oh my god.
Seacrest back at it with the perf.
Dude, yeah, well, poor guy, dude. Oh shit. With the weirdest eye roll.
What did Simon Cowell ever do to anyone?
Dude, I don't think they're ever gonna say their names.
Yeah.
Now it's time for the judges' critique. You sang unbelievably. Paula said, you have a voice, Justin. Last night, Randy said,
Oh, God. Fuck it.
Yeah, they're just gonna say that. I do want to, because we don't have a nice TV for both of us to watch this time.
Fuck it. It's
So,
not worth it.
Let me.
That's why he lost, because he couldn't pronounce his last name.
I just want you to see how cute Randy Jackson look. Oh shit! Look how fucking handsome, dude. Looks like my Uncle Mo.
Yeah, right there, dude. Fedora and everything. Fedora, the match.
Oh shit! But do you think anybody now is hated like Nickleback is hated?
I don't know. There's a big people that hate mumble rap. You know, there's a big move. I still hear people make those jokes that fucking you can't spell crap without rap bullshit, and I fucking hated that joke.
No, but I mean like one person, like just how like Nickelback is hated that much. Because I have a few names that come to mind, like J. Cole. People hate on J. Cole for no reason, in my opinion, or like Logic. That's for real rappers. Only real rap hits.
I mean, people really hated Meek Mill for a while, even though they acted like he wasn't throwing out bangers.
Yeah.
Especially with that back-to-back, they just fucking sided with Degrassi like it was nothing, you know. But I was like, I don't know.
It's a fucking wheelchair Jimmy back at it again.
I'm trying to think of, I mean, people hated on Kodak Black for like tripping out of that deal, but I don't know. I don't know if anyone's really hated. Do people hate Bad Baby? I don't know.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people who hate that.
I was like,
girl. I like she. I mean, she has bangers to me.
She does have bangers.
I mean, it's because she came from Dr. Phil, and, you know, she pretty much got famous for beating.
Dude, I noticed that I've been sharing like memes from this page, and I clicked it, and I realized what the name actually was, and it's called Bad Baby Slaps Hard as Fuck. And I didn't realize it, but it's because I liked liked it, I guess, when it was another name. But I never knew they changed it. And I thought that was funny as
Don't
hell.
lie, you're in her fan club.
No, go look at the page on Facebook. It's pretty funny. They always share the Childress videos.
The what?
The Childress videos. What's his name? I can't think of his name. They always share this guy's name. I can't.
Oh, yeah,
Shirley or
boy.
whatever.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yeah, I was like, they just show a lot of his.
Cause that dude's really underrated though. Yeah, make sure to put his fucking YouTube. I think it's Chardley.
No, but that dude's funny as fuck. But I realized, not to talk away from like what we were talking about, but I was like, that's when I looked into it. I was like, look, when did I like this page? And they share a bunch of them, but it's just a meme page. It's just like a shit post.
Isn't everything you fucking look at on Facebook a shit posting?
I mean, what is Facebook really for, man?
I mean,
to remind you about birthdays or dank memes? Come on. Dank memes melt still beams, bro. Still OG page. No, is Nickleback even still like around? Are they still doing tours?
I don't know. Well, let me see if they released anything.
Cause I want Creed to come back, bro. Cause I'm gonna be right in the front row.
For what reason?
Just drinking Pepsi Max's fucking 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking I'm gonna be right there, bro. Maybe this Pepsi Max would be good with ice.
They dropped an album in 2017.
Nickleback or Creed?
Nickleback.
They need to go on tour, bro. Both of them.
Yeah, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And then I was like, they need to do that, and then Hootie and the Blowfish needs to get back together. That would be one hell of a tour.
Dez Rocker ain't gonna fucking go back with those dudes.
I mean, he has a lot of money, bro. He'd be happy. He don't have to do the country stuff anymore. Sometimes you just gotta get a little depressing to make some money, but you can go back to the roots, bro.
Said no one ever. Here, wait. Pick a number 1 through 11.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What?
Oh shit! It's playing in my bedroom. Sorry, hold on.
This is the greatest thing ever. He has it hooked up to his Alexa, so we'll probably get round 3. Who's this?
It's Nickleback.
Oh. That's what I thought it was. Is this old or new?
This is the 2017 one.
You know what he does? He makes music for like spin-off movies. Like, you're trying to tell me that song isn't going to be on like Fast 11. Like, dude, come on.
It's gonna be in the credits of Hobbs and Shaw.
That or like after like a high school movie of like the fucking guy getting the girl after like a football star, and it's playing that. When they move to the big city, that's what they're traveling.
So you talking about like weird sequels, or you talking about like how National Lampoon's The Rise of Taj?
Something like that, yeah. Where it was like a big talk and it's just a dud, but then they got like just a nice name that people know.
They couldn't keep Ryan Reynolds, so they just went with.
They just went with someone like, hey, make us an entire album, and it's just Nickelback. I'm telling you, dude, like I had a few Nickelback songs in my hockey plays and stuff. Like I just never understood why they got shit on. Like Animal goes pretty hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rockstar's a shit.
Also, I think that's why the Sonic movie wasn't looked at that great. They didn't have Ryan Reynolds to play the voice. I mean, look how great Detective Pikachu's gonna be. Cause we got Ryan Reynolds.
I'm trying to think who's in the same boat as Nickelback and Creed. I'm just gonna type in Nickelback.
Well, here, whenever you look on here, let me open my Spotify on my computer. Because whenever you go to like a band page, it'll tell you like the people also looked up or like similar artists. Cause now that we're here, so far away.
There's a Creed versus Nickelback.
Now that's a fucking match I want to see. Oh, here, it's fucking up. Let me.
What the fuck? Dude, people are tripping, bro.
Why?
They even have Nirvana up there with them. Fuck that, dude.
No, yeah.
I don't know the music.
Oh, shit. Let me see if it'll... Oh, okay. It says fans of Nickelback also like Shine Down.
Makes sense.
Seether. Three Doors Down.
Three Doors Down. Yeah, Three Doors Down and Shine Down makes sense.
Hoobastank.
Hoobastank only has one song, bro. Name one other song by Hoobastank without looking.
No, I have to look.
That's why I always make that joke saying I'm gonna start a Hoobastank cover band and just play the same song over and over again because no one knows a second Hoobastank
I was
song.
about to sing the wrong song to you. I was
It's the I'm not a perfect person.
Creed, Daughtry, Puddle of
Daughtry.
Mud,
Puddle of Mud, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, that's the other one I couldn't think of. Puddle of Mud.
Theory of a Dead Man,
They died hard.
Hinder.
Hinder makes sense, but Hinder is bad, bro. I mean, it's not bad. It just wasn't my shit.
I think Hinder is another one you could make a cover band and only have to sing Lips of an Angel 6 times. And
Like
then
the dude
encore.
can sing. Like I remember the dude can sing, but I remember it just wasn't my wave, bro. It just wasn't my thing with that because I remember people were doing that, and I was like, remember it was like when Chris Angel came out, and the dude looked kind of like Chris Angel, and the lead singer of Him, and like he sang like that, and it was just because Him was kind of hard, But I was like, well.
And then what else am I missing? Breaking Benjamin.
That makes sense.
Did I already say 3 Days Grace? Or
No,
did I
you said
say
3 Doors Down.
3 Days Grace.
Those all make sense. But I was like, those aren't really the same because those bands are still kicking. Those are like what's called like that's around there up there with Bon Jovi, like arena rock.
And
It's kind of there, like ice Shred Games and shit.
And the best cover photo of all of them is Crossfade.
Crossfade was that's a band I really liked that didn't have many songs.
I couldn't even tell you.
Never meant to be so cold. And then everybody remixed it, and then they even did like a dubstep version that was on my MySpace for a hot second.
Wait, no, what song are you singing? Oh,
God, bro.
you know what song I'm thinking you're singing?
You have no culture, bro.
I was thinking that one that's like, I've been so alone, not a tape on fat downtown with damn bones. Dun, 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 dun. Ah!
What?
You know what song?
What the?
It's called Them Bones.
What
I don't remember who it's by.
This is disgusting. I hate ads.
Dude, pay for fucking Google Premium like the rest of us, dude.
I need to pay. If I'm gonna pay for something, I'll probably pay for Spotify.
I mean, that's fair too, though. Well, if you buy your own Hulu, you can get fucking Spotify too.
With the shade.
Oh,
That's Crossfade. But I was like, they had like a dubstep mix.
oh my god, you know what I'm singing? You can tell. Look, I mean. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It sounds the same. Look.
I know this one. Let's see, I think it was this one. Yeah, it was this one. It was like a remix of Crossfade. And I was like, it was on MySpace and I loved it. Like when I heard this, it blew my mind at the time, bro.
Whoa. I actually like this.
Like, dude. That was on my Zoom, bro. Nice and hot on my Zoom. Like, you know who showed my boy Dalton showed me that. It blew my mind. It was on my, because Crossfade was already on there, and it's when you can only have one song, obviously,
Yeah.
And I turned into that remix, and it stayed there for pretty much. Like I think I put it in there like probably this time or like April of that year, and it stayed all summer. I didn't change it because I was one of those people that like I would just get really into a song, and just change it. And then like my background, we're going into MySpace right now, so like my background had to match the song.
So like let's see your layout, dude. It says online now. Your header says Blake Girdwood is.
No, you remember it said BG Wood for a while.
BG Wood is.
Yeah, it did BG Wood, and then I was like, oh no, and then when the online now, that was the Xbox Live. Once I did that never changed. Once I did that little icon, once I did the icon, I did it was Xbox Live forever. And then I did the drop down things for a little while, and it was like little Spartan heads and stuff like that. But since I had fucking the world's shittiest internet, it didn't always play out, so I'd always turn it off so I don't have to see little X's falling down, like really shitty. So I was like, it probably looked cool, but I was like, not on my end because I want to enjoy it, it's not for anybody else. Even though it's for everyone else, I wanted to enjoy it.
Could you imagine if MySpace had lasted longer than, like, if Facebook never existed? Can you see, like, we were like coding, we were kids coding.
Yeah,
That shit's crazy to me.
it's one of those things that like we didn't deserve it. And I was like, that's why Facebook is the way it is now.
What, shitty?
Yeah, because I was like, wait, they gave us stuff that's dope. They gave you a platform of non-copyrighted fucking music. You get plays. No one was worried about like, oh, if I'm gonna make it. You just wanted to make your own music page to be hot, bro. You weren't saying like, oh, I want to be monetized so I can sell fucking MeUndies. Like you were doing it to just do it. Like one of my favorite bands I found on MySpace was Inner Shikari, and I've seen them 8 times, and they're not even from America.
Yeah.
You know, like it's amazing, and I was like, we didn't deserve it.
Nope.
And I was like, and since I'm a big, like, I love music, it was just a great way. Like, and it wasn't even only about music. They had video pages where you see people fucking playing pranks and doing all kinds of shit, and it was amazing. It was great. And then I was like, we would do like Halo videos, and you could just do it right there. It was like all in one.
Yeah, it was YouTube.
And then I was like, YouTube wasn't that hot yet. Like you would get on YouTube, it didn't have much on it.
No, YouTube at the time was more
like people were still using Yahoo Music for music videos. Vivo wasn't even a thing.
No.
I used to do that. I used to have that shit in the background because they never fucking banned that in the computers. I did in middle school, bro. Yeah, dude, all the time. And not only that, you didn't make usernames because that wasn't a thing. So you had to remake that playlist every single fucking time, and not one of us gave a shit.
You could save it.
I didn't save it. If you could, I don't remember.
Yeah, you just have to make a profile. You just needed to know, have an email address. I mean, we were just too dumb to know the fucking what that is.
Well, no, it wasn't dumb. I just always, it's one of those things you give him the option to his guess. Get his guess.
I mean, fair though. Oh, hold on. Hello?
Hello.
Who's this?
I'm asking the questions here, Mr. Jones.
How do you know my name?
Do you ever want to see your little peach again?
My girlfriend? Yeah. What? You have her? What's going on?
Again? I believe I said I was asking the questions here, sir.
Yes, sir. So what do you need?
I need you to do me a favor.
What's that?
I need you to help me make a podcast.
A podcast? Well, you can use Anchor. Anchor's the easiest way to make a podcast. And it gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use from your phone or your computer.
I don't care what it is. I just need it to be a creation tool that allows me to record and edit my podcast so it sounds great and amazing and everything I want it to sound.
Well, that's pretty much Anchor, and they'll even distribute it for you so you can be heard everywhere, like Spotify and Apple and even Google.
That sounds fantastic.
And actually, you can make money from it with no minimum listenership.
Well, I guess you're getting your pretty little peach back tonight.
Yeah, just go ahead and download the Anchor app or go to Anchor FM just to get started.
She'll be at the door waiting for you in 10 seconds.
Oh my god, thank goodness.
Skip the scene, bro. Skip it. Skip the line, bro. Like we're going to do at Disney World. Skip that line, bro. You give me that option, I'm going to take it.
I miss the fucking MySpace subtweeting, aka bulletins.
Bullshit.
And you would talk shit about someone and just, it's like, oh, my day was rough. By Andre Jones. Yeah, I don't get it. Like, this dude just thinks that he's so cool and better than me. Like, it's just overrated. Also, PC for PC, you know what I
Or
mean?
you want to do it like, yeah, dude, I got suspended today. But just know I didn't do the food fight. And then if you see Natalie, we're going to run one. That's pretty much what it was. At least in the school I went to, like, there was no one even Natalie in the school, just so y'all know. But I was like, I remember it was like that, dude. But I remember getting hype and wanting to check it, dude. Like, because having like older siblings and stuff like that, you had to share. We only had one computer, you know, and it'd be all hyped to look at it. Like, I remember like being on vacation, going to like whoever's crappy computer because no one had a good computer. You know, like I don't remember anyone having like a nice flashy fucking computer. It was always like the same computer, the same Dell that was at like your school at every house.
Yeah.
And just going there and seeing all the notifications and bragging about it. And then I remember my ego got filled a little bit, and I would refresh like my profile views, and I would take it down to 0. See how many I get, you know, and I did like that. I remember like it made you people into like I think the celebrities that we have now, because I was like, they had all that. You can see your views like 9, 10-year-olds lying about being 13 didn't need to know how many people were viewing them.
Yeah.
Like it was just they just didn't know.
Because that was the biggest euphoria. You would log in and it would say new friend request, new picture comment, new comment.
And they're all different colors. Yeah, dude, it was hype, dude. Cause I remember also too, like when I found out you could save like pictures into your movies instead of fucking listing them all, or like that. And then I remember putting like interest, and I had like Ashley Tisdale. Like I'd always have like a girl in the interest column. I don't know if that's weird or not, but that's what I did. Cause I was like, I'm not gonna lie to people.
So how many times did you ever get yelled at by girls that you weren't on their that they weren't on your top 8?
All the time, and it got to the point like where I only made a top 8 because I think you could do like a top 12 for a hot second.
No, it went all the way to 32 before when Facebook was coming more in.
No, but no, it wasn't 12. It was 8 or 4. Is what it was. So it was 8 or 4, and I was like, it got to the point where I did 4, and I was like, those just stay. And it was my brother, Dalton, Benny, and Ricardo, and it was the same 4.
Yeah.
And then I was like, and then when I met you, and then hanging out with Kyle and stuff like that, I got bigger. And I was like, but I was like, even that generally stayed. It was only like the back piece I would rotate motherfuckers in.
Because it pretty much went by 8s, except, for 4. Because it went 4, 8, 16, 24, 32.
Because I tried to do like the 16 and stuff, it just looked fucking stupid, like, to be honest. But I was like, I remember it made a deal, you know? It made it like when you're a part of the crew and they add you on that shit. That was a good feeling too.
You know what my favorite was? When you could tell someone was dating someone or starting to talk to someone. Because they would start at 16 and then you go and you're like, how'd they get to 14? How are they right behind Sean now? She's already infiltrated the top 8 now? Are you kidding? And then she's number 1. You get
yeah, it'd be one of those things that like you didn't know you like lost a few ranks and then you go there. What's going on, bro? Everything go right at home? It's like, yeah, man, having a cool summer break, meeting people. I was like, you must be meeting people because I dropped a few spots.
You said, who's Jasmine?
Jasmine.
Who's this Sarah girl that keeps rising up?
What songs are on your MySpace?
My MySpace? It was...
Or like, give us like the background of like what yours was. Because mine was a bunch of different things, bro.
The one I remember working the hardest on, which was like, which is real funny now that I was real obsessed with that shit. It was like, you could change, instead of it saying like your name in the corner, you know how it would be like, Andre is blah, blah, blah.
Like extended network or whatever.
Yeah. I changed it to We the Best. Because I just loved how cool that looked. And it would just always be like I had that, what the fuck's the name of that song? It's a, oh god. Why can't I think of his name? It's Akon, and I think it's DJ Felly Fell.
Felly Fell. Like, sounds familiar.
We're gonna get a buck in here. And I want to tell that we ain't going.
Yeah, it's probably Felly Fell.
And dude, I worked so hard on that. And then I would go, and then like, if people weren't in my top 8, I would like sit there on Photo Bucket and like make them their own like little.
Dude,
side
you just
thing.
got me to play like my favorite MySpace song because besides Crossfade, there's a few songs that stayed forever. It was some of it was California by the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Okay. For
a while, and then I was like, it was this one. You probably know, but this song was my shit, dude. Fucking ads forever, dude.
Just get premium, dude. You want me to log in on your phone?
No. We're already good. We're just gonna load it up here. This stayed on for like a year. That's how much I love this song. This was on BG Wood's extended network for a hot year, bro. Being so biz. Dude, that shit, that get me hype right now.
You should have put it on your playlist,
bruh. I'm not playing corno to this. This I'm taking someone's empire down, bro. This is on the like I'm gonna win and take on your castle on Game of Thrones, bro.
This is my fight for New York.
This is me on the back of one of the dragons on Game of Thrones, bro. Like this is a for sure right on win. Like yeah, dude. It's like either that or like that's my victory lap song. Like I just burned down half of this village, bro.
What, instead of like Mario playing faster? You know,
like I'm wiping off my hands from the dirt, you know, from what I just won, and just wiping off and get on my horse and we riding, bro. We riding high.
It's your slow trot that you already won.
Yeah, bro. This is the flex hard. Or if like I was like in like an action movie, I'm already in the car, like looking back with like one arm out, like seeing if I'm still getting chased, and then watching everything explode. And you're like, oh shit! Like so, I'm acting like I knew it was gonna happen, but I didn't really know it was gonna happen, and I know I'm on the way out. That's that song that's playing.
Oh my god.
That's one of the songs that's playing. I don't know, dude. I had a big ego for no reason, bro. So I was like, that played right into it.
That whole scenario just made me think of you made it seem like you were like Heath Ledger and the Joker. I mean, in the Batman fucking, which one was it? The Dark Knight. when he's like walking away, that's what it makes it seem like. You're just walking away and you're pressing the button and then
Oh, it's just not fucking
the
happening.
hospital explodes.
No, like a bunch of shit was popping off, and I'm getting over there thinking I'm getting chased by a bunch of cars, and then just I look behind, or maybe in the rearview mirror like that, and then I happen to hear the song, and I'm turning it up. Roll credits, and you see me bobbing and weaving. But I was like, I don't know, that was a good song. I was like, Inner Shikari was a lot for a long time. Like when you can make playlists, Inner Shikari was always in there for me. But I was like, I had a few backgrounds too. But I remember people having like the SpongeBob ones that were like the overdramatic SpongeBobs and stuff like that, and then I had stuff going on. I'll admit I was one of those ones that had like a monster background for a little bit. I had a monster background. Then when I was into paintball, I had like a paintball team back there. So it probably looked weird because you couldn't see the full image, but it was a paintballer dude. Because I was really obsessed with paintball for a while. Cowboy Spurs, of course, those were in there.
I'm trying to think. I had a lot of plain colored ones, but I would always have like if it wasn't like a very overhyped rap song, it was always like The Millionaires or like Broken Side. Like just very weird emo scene kid music.
What was your first MySpace song? Because I remember my first one.
My first MySpace song was shit. My second one was Rehab. Dude, I was just singing it the other day. The one where, oh my god, yeah, Bartender.
I know what song it is, but I wanted you to get it out.
Thank you so much. My first one though. What was yours? You go ahead and I'm gonna say it.
I mean, yours is a little bit cooler than mine was. Mine was the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song with the full track.
Oh, that's what's up though.
And then I made my own background because I didn't know how to really do it. Because my girlfriend had made my MySpace at the time, or the girl I was talking to, and so she had like all Family Guy. She made like a whole bunch of different things. I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. So I was messing around with stuff. Well, I made it blue and like dark gray and red. It was all fucked up, dude. But I was all happy because I did it because I didn't know how to do it. No one was showing me how to do anything. So I was all cool, but then that's the song I chose. I think I was watching it or something, and then I was like, oh, full track? And I was like, oh, that's fire, dude. Right on, dude. And it stayed on there for a while because I didn't know how to change stuff. So it stayed on there for quite a while.
I still want to say I know it's probably either one of these two songs. It was either probably, oh no, three, I'm sorry. It was that Rafi, that Banana Phone song.
Banana Phone, sing it.
Ring,
Or play
ring,
it.
ring, 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 ring. Banana Phone.
I'm going to play it. We need to give the people what they want.
Well, here, you look up that one, and I'll just tell you the two. Or it was Peanut Butter and Jelly Time, which I don't know. No one has a thing. No one has. Oh my fucking god.
I think by the end of this episode, Andre's going to sell me on YouTube or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, see.
This is on your mind.
Ring, 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 ring.
I remember seeing the dancing banana.
Ring, ring, ring.
This was on yours?
Ring, ring, banana phone.
Why was this on yours?
I've got this feeling. I like that song. Right, that's his name, right, Rafi? I just like.
It just says banana phone.
No,
I
right
just
there,
keep
the big
seeing it.
picture.
Oh, by Rafi, yeah.
And then it was Peanut Butter Jelly Time or
How old were you in this? Because you sound 8 years old.
12, 11, right? That had to have been about the time.
I don't know. Everyone did it different.
MySpace. I was in 8th grade.
You got to remember, I had older siblings, so I was like, I always felt like I was the cool one ahead of the game. Like I had made a Facebook in like 06 or 07, and I never used it. I only used it because it used to generate an email.
Yeah.
And I made it for fantasy football.
Yeah, I must have been 11 or 12. No, I mean, sorry, 10 or 11 because I had it. It wasn't 8th grade. It was 6th grade when I made it. So, let's see, and I was 13 when I started high school. So, yeah. Some shit like that. Somewhere around there.
So what would be your song now and your background now?
My background now, I don't know.
It'd probably be your girlfriend, Noob.
No, it'd probably be something way more lame, like, well, that's not lame, but fucking, it'd feel like
Nice save.
it'd probably just be like my Funko collection, because that's what I was staring at across the room, and I'm like, yeah, that's probably what it would be. My song,
Nerd
though,
alert.
I don't know.
Nerd alert.
I'd probably just be one of those girls and just use Gambino. Now that summer just, it feels like
That's a jam, though.
It feels like summer. That's probably what I would have right now.
Like
What
maybe
about
that'd probably just be one of our easy living designs.
You said it would just stay the same.
Still be the monster cans and the. I don't think I would change anything, man. I think the only thing I would change is more people on the website so I could flex it.
So I just hope more people would be online. If
Dude, you know what? Hold on, this is. I really hope there's no ads on this. This just reminded me of MySpace. When I think of MySpace, I think of
your
this.
fourth ad.
And it's like every different ad. It hasn't been any same ads. This reminds me of MySpace. And look at the edit.
That's it.
Lightning bolts, red font. That's dope.
Party like a rock. Party like a rock star. Party like a rock. Party
Yeah, and
like
then
a
this.
rock star.
No, but you know, anytime I think of MySpace, I get sad. Because then I think of City Skates. And City Skates, for us, if people don't listen to, like, where we're at in the Corpus Christi, but I was like that had its own, like, atmosphere and the way people dressed and what music was around, too.
Yeah.
So, like, by the time you got on MySpace, that was old. Like, the songs and everything you listened to. And I was like, that was my shit.
Yeah, because Cityscapes was dope.
But every time I think of MySpace, for some reason, that I associate it with that too, and I was like, it's like, damn, like they're both gone.
Well, it's because it was about the same age, and it was like, and that was the only place we had to roller skate.
Yeah, I think it was like a year. I was like a year later. I think we slowly started converting to MySpace. So yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I remember for us, there was like the Simpsons,
The
arcade
game, yeah.
Yeah, and then I was like, I don't know, dude. I told myself every time I went there, because I would go there even not on T9. I would just hang out there. Like, that was my place. Like, always rollerblading. And I was like, I told myself that was always going to be my first job, dude. And so to this day, if it was still popping, I would have applied there for sure. Like, just renting skates, like, that would have been dope, dude. You just jam music all day. Like, and then towards the end of it, they had that little freaking theater in the back that played, like, Haunted Mansion and Cat in the Hat and shit. I was like, How bad can that be? You know, go eat your nachos on break, watching Cat in the Hat. That's the dream.
I mean, you could still work there. It's a pipeline place. I mean, it's
Well, no, but then I've thought to myself over that, because I'm one of those business-minded people, and I'm always drawing up ideas and concept for when I get the right time, the right people, the right things in line, I would approach it. But I was like, I don't know if the people nowadays would respect a fully funded skate ring. Because I saw what they did to the skate parks. I've seen. Like would they do it, you know, because they got Get Air, things where they can be active, and they're doing, like, glow-in-the-dark night. I saw what they did, like, with Funtabulous, you know. Like, I don't know if this town would treat it good.
I think if you were to...
Because Annabelle is dope, but it's just kind of small and it's far away.
Yeah, I think if you were to combine it with, like that's Funtabulous, right, the indoor golf. Yeah, I think you were to do something like that, like it's it's an event center itself. Like, there's multiple things going on, like laser tag or...
Because I want that. Because I was like, and I was like, not only for myself or, like, for my family and stuff that I would want to give it to. I was just like, I had so much, like, fun. And the fact that I knew when you go there, you might run into a friend. And I was before cell phones and everything, so, like, it was cool, you know? Even that dude that you kind of talked to, you became friends with due to stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, like, I had parties there, you know? I did stuff there, and it was just the coolest shit. I remember my dad even skating and learning how to rollerblade at that place. My dad, 6'6", you know?
Yeah.
220, tall motherfucker, you know? And he's you know, he can roller skate like a motherfucker, can't blade at all, you know? And it was cool to experience stuff like that, seeing people on the ramps. That's where the birth of fucking Michael White came out. When they used to have Mike Night behind all the ramps, they'd move them all together, and you would stand on top of there and fucking vote, like, and your crowd would be like, boo,
Yeah.
and then you would cheer for people.
Fucking
That's where Michael White was at.
Michael Wright, fucking right. 80,
Hey, you say what you want about him, but at that time, he was winning. Michael White was winning.
I don't know what happened to that dude. That dude really... I mean, he's... Okay, let me say it like this, so it's not fucked up. That dude really... He switched up big time in between. He says he's been the same, but there's a big switch up somewhere.
I don't know. I was like, I mean,
he was a pretty.
I mean, my
good
older
top
brothers
rank.
had bought a CDs when he was beginning, bro. But like you said, yeah, he's different, bro.
He was a top ranked.
The Houston rapper stuff, I'm all for. You know, the Houston rap, I'm all for that, bro. But when you start, like, I mean, I guess you got to try to adapt. But I was like, if it's not your thing, it's clearly not your thing, bud.
Yeah, no shit. Here, I'm gonna put his.
Like you're actually good at the Houston rap, you know?
Yeah.
The double cup love, bro. Just be rapping.
I'm not gonna play any of his shit. I'm just gonna put the
Are we Michael White sponsored? Are we pro Michael White? What are we? And then take over the world. Because we're all taking over the world. We got to know this. I'm in between.
It's a soft maybe.
I was one of those things. I was hard on the wave back in the day. Like because I think it's more of like I saw a dude like trying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the boy would just rock cornrows. You knew he was fucking white. You knew he was fucking doing his things, but he just did him. He did his own thing, made his own lane. Got to respect that. But like you said, he did kind of change. Like, don't look at my cup stuff. It's a little. I see what he's doing, but it's just not my thing.
Yeah, I'll put it like this. Like, I'm not gonna play his song, but I'll put it in the fucking description.
That's fine.
Below.
Well, look, maybe we'll do a poll and we'll figure out if we're pro Michael White, or if we'll see if the city of Corpus Christi is pro Michael White. I don't know if he'll hate on this for that, but I think we need to vote to see if Corpus is actually pro new Michael White.
Oh my god, he dissed Token? Why?
Oh my god.
Dude, yeah, he's been dissing a lot of random people. Like, he dissed, he dissed Kevin Abstract when he came back down here. He did, let's see what else he's fucking put on here. Dude, he's got some views on some of these, though. But,
No, I'm glad we got to talk about MySpace, though, because I was like, MySpace was the shit, man. But, I mean, it kind of, like, where I talked about the ego thing, it kind of made people think that they were, like, a celebrity, you know, and they weren't. Because it should have been for, like, people like Design the Skyline and Michael White. Like, you know, trying to get their stuff and their projects out there.
yeah, but I mean, that's what everybody was trying to do. I mean, like, I listened to an interview the other day with,
Because you remember the legend of Tila Tequila when it first came about? I'm not talking about the nudes or the shot at love.
Yeah.
She added literally everyone in the state of fucking Texas, bro.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say, too. Like, I was listening...
And everyone's like, dude, she actually accepted my friend request. I remember that was a thing, bro.
Oops, shit. I was listening to fucking Bert Kreischer's podcast, and he had Dane Cook on there, and he said that he would spend so much time just sitting there and replying back to people, whoever liked his stuff, or...
Because you would see the comments right on their page.
Stuff. Yeah.
You would see it all. Like I'm telling you, like, they gave us a good format, bro. I don't know if any of the movies for real, but I was like, Zuck the Suck gave it to us, dude.
Suck the Zuck fucked us over.
I don't know. Do we really need our information? It's not my social, so I don't care.
Not really.
I move so much, I don't care. Have my address.
Hello.
That's it. I mean, would you sell if someone offered you a pretty penny for that?
Would I what?
Would you sell? Because you said he sold information, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, if they offered you a lot of money, man, you gotta take it.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Let's go there. You know what I said? I would sell it, say thank you, give me the receipt, Maldives in 10. It's like, you want me to be honest. Never left Texas, but I'd be in Maldives in 10.
Oh my fucking god.
It'd be one of those ones, those airplanes that ride over the water. You know what I'm talking about? That hover over the water? That's in 10. I'd have one just pulled up right there, Maldives.
Wait, you're talking about the shit like in sorry.
You know, talking about those ones that you go and you can land on water and glide with it? You know, with like the feet?
Oh, the airplanes.
Yeah, the airplanes that have the feet. That's what I'd have. Just already suited up, ready to go. Maldives.
Oh, no.
En route.
I'm talking about fucking Bobby Boucher as give him to the Bourbon Bull.
Oh, no, not the big fan. I mean, I won't be there in 10, but I'll be there.
You said make it 35. Make it 35 to 40.
Oh God, I miss MySpace. No, but I was like, that's one of my back pocket projects I never really talk about, is doing like a rink or like an arcade, because I'm really big on the arcade aspect. But like you said, like doing the multiple things, those would go hand in hand together. Because I'm thinking about it too. Like if you wanted a spot to chill, you know, you have both of them. If you just want to chill, grab a bar stool and play like fucking Tekken, you know, that'd be cool. But I was like, I don't know if we should talk about it now, but I was like, you know what, we'll talk about more arcade on another one, because I have a pretty cool aspect for everyone that I would want to talk about. But
they're also called seaplanes.
Seaplanes, yeah. I feel like that's so 4 years old. Seaplanes, it's for real called seaplanes?
Mm-hmm. And amphibious aircraft also. If you want to be more...
Little 8 years old. Go from seaplane to amphibious. They think when they first thing when they can figure it out and they have a little lisp. That's 8 years old.
It's my seaplane.
No, it's your amphibious. air vehicle.
But speaking of the seaplane, we gotta bring us down to a landing, my good Sam.
Let's land it. Getting a little turbulence with the Michael Scott. I mean the Michael White. I can't believe I said Michael Scott. No, we're pro Michael Scott here.
We're pro Michael Scott Paper Company.
So, when you think of MySpace, what do you think of? We'll just end it at that.
Great.
I'm thinking about music atmosphere. Like when you said Broken Side, like that was kind of like the epitome of that. I set my friends afire. That's MySpace, bro.
It opened more of my eyes up to music because it was just kind of just rap and old rock. That's all I really grew up with.
Well, because I was like also too like I don't know like if people really paid attention to mine, but you can kind of see like how I like dabble with anybody because a lot of the friends that I made today are around. I mean that I'm friends with today. I made through like MySpace, or that's the way to communicate. Cause that's the way me and you communicated when we first had met.
Yeah.
You know, because I was like, when we were going to hang out, we both added each other, like, who is these guys? And then we ended up being here now, you know. But I was like, you can't do that now. That's weird as fuck, you know. Who's this dude added me that might be at a party? Like, that'd be weird. You put the same situation, 10 years later, it's weird. And we made it work. What? That's a Craigslist killer. That's a Zodiac. Admit it, bitch.
We're looking at you, Ted Cruz.
Yeah, but I was like, you got to see the people ride the waves of, like, their music, their pictures, their everything unfolding. I don't know. I want MySpace to come back too. I hate being one of those people that live in the past, but MySpace was dope.
I mean, MySpace is back. It's just bad.
I can't log into my shit, bro. I had the same 2 passwords growing up. I don't understand why it's saying I can't. And who's hacking that? You know, like I have the worst profile pictures. I don't know who's hacking that.
And before we end it all, did you hear about that shit about MySpace though? Whenever they like moved their servers.
I just remember back in the day, like Justin Timberlake and company had bought it.
No, recently they changed servers, like to update all their equipment and stuff. They fucking lost all the music anyone had ever made. Before it was anything after 2016 or something like that, it's all gone now.
Sounds like Instagram got a hold of
it. Well, it was so sad. I was trying to look up. Anyway, where can I find you at, my guy?
Huh?
Where can everyone find you at, my guy?
Blizzard Buckets, or we're at the Takeover Pod. I was like, we're communicating, we're answering back and replying pretty well. So talk to us on the Takeover Pod on any platform.
Yeah, go ahead and fucking message us or DM or even comment on the video or whatever. What were your MySpace songs? What were your jam durams?
I mean, I had a Daughtry song on there. I can't tell you which one, like, 'cause I don't remember. But I remember having a Daughtry. Like when I found them, I was like, oh, they're cool. I had them. I remember. I'm not gonna lie. But I don't know. It was mostly rap. I'll be honest with you. But I was like, if it wasn't that, it was Red Hot Chili Peppers and Shikari.
Yeah.
It was one of those. It was one of those 3. It was Flying High, Sorry You're Not a Winner, Hey-O by Red Hot Chili Peppers. Before the playlist, it was like scattered like that.
Don't try to lie. It was fucking Hella Goodbye.
Dude, that song was fire. No, what was it? Here, let me play one more song. No, play the Great Escape. That was on every girl's song. Play that and tell me that wasn't on every girl's MySpace. It was the Great Escape.
While I'm looking it up, you can find me at Andre C. Jones pretty much on every social media platform. Let's see. I misspoke.
Yeah, while he's looking at that, yeah, we apply. So like, we reply. So like, subscribe, comment, rate, review. We've been getting a lot of love with Anchor. Anchor's been helping us distribute all of our content on all platforms where you can view and listen to podcasts. But I was like, we're still doing it on YouTube as well. So, like Apple Podcasts, Google Play, all that. So show us some love. Let us know. Listen to us. Show your friends.
Yeah, we can end on the Great Escape.
Yeah, so I was like, what we're playing right now is this song was on every girl's MySpace ever, always.
Oh, hold on, my phone locked.
You right? Is it coming back?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that was on every girl's. Changed my mind. Hey, buy YouTube Red, bro. You getting ads over there too?
It was on my Spotify, but my internet's going out.
Yeah, but that song, we're giving you a little dabble, a little taste. So we are a Takeover the World podcast. Find us at Takeover Pod and show us some love. And doot.
Oh, I forgot to hit record.
That'd be amazing.